Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente yo-yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 458 in a row. My name's Rob Hoback. Happy that you're here, honored and humbled that you keep coming back like for reals. Hey, it's a football Friday. Yeah, we got some big football games on Sunday. We're not really going to talk about football today, but it is a football Friday. It's January the 17th. It's a work day and it's time to get to work, so let's go. First things first, I am still and will always be the realist. I am also satisfied. Yeah. And that on a couple things. Number one is that I told, I made a friend of mine start telling me that they are satisfied with their care before I allow them to get off the phone. And that's a play off of Baymax, which is from Big Hero 6, which if you haven't seen the movie, this fluffy white, I don't know, it's Baymax, right? Like he's like meant to be like a healthcare thing, and then he turned into like a superhero with the best of them. And a buddy of mine's like, "Hey, you look like Baymax." And I was telling that same friend, like, and other people this week, like, "Hey, when I'm FaceTiming with somebody and I see that little picture of myself down there, I understand why people call me Baymax. I also understand why people are like, 'Hey, you look like a Q-tip or the abominable snowman.' I get a whole bunch of white going on over here." So anyway, I thought I'm satisfied. Are you satisfied with your care? Because I am satisfied that in today's environment, people are getting sick and tired of other people lying and misrepresenting the truth and for their own personal gain and pretending to be somebody that they're not. People are speaking up. Like this dude from the Astros, like, yeah, they've been cheating the whole time. That's why they're winning, right? And from there, it's just, whew, and I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I'm also satisfied because YouTube recommended that I watch episode 149 of Daily Discipline, in which I talked about this very topic of that. As a layperson, we look around like, hey, yeah, I know that you tell me that crime doesn't pay, but it sure looks like it. And what's interesting is that yesterday was Thankful Thursday, and I made the decision that every Thursday I'm going to start tweeting to somebody who's done something special that I appreciate on Thursdays, Thankful Thursday. So yesterday I tweeted Ramona Shelburne, who was the writer who did the Sterling Affairs. And I had talked about the Sterling Affairs in 149, just funny how all that, it's all connected, right? Anyway, but the other thing is that, right now there's an ad campaign going on here in Oklahoma where they're going after Big Vape and they're like, hey, stop lying. And I love it. I love it when people are just sick of us being marketed and told to believe a party line when we know it's not true. And clearly I'm not the only one. So yeah, I'm satisfied that we're off to a good start. We need to push for the truth, seek the truth, tell the truth, demand the truth. My thank yous go out to all the people who piss me off. Yeah, seriously, I've been thinking about this, right? As I was prepping this morning, I was listening to Eminem's got a song. This is from like 2011. It's called Lighters. And there's a line in there where he talks about, he just wants to say thanks to all the people that have upset him because he's learned how to use that as fuel, right? And Steve Harvey says haters make you greater, right? We think about all that. And I believe that I'm learning to take the negativity that has either been given to me in the past that I've held on to for way too long, or any negativity that will come towards me. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, you're going to lose, right? Like I'll prevail, right? Because my intentions are now pure, right? I'm going to use my gifts for the greater good, and you can say whatever you want to, doesn't matter. And now that I believe I found the linchpin, the final pin of what needed to happen, now it's on. As Sam would say yesterday, after I told him what I did yesterday and the phone call I was on when I picked him up, big moves, big, bold moves coming, right? For reals. Love it. Yeah, and we have momentum. We're rolling, and we're going to keep this baby going. All right. Thought of the day. Arrogance versus confidence, right? When you hear about anything you read about the Astros, it talks about arrogance, right? The arrogant Astros and the arrogance to double down after the commissioner said, hey, you better stay out of that. The arrogance of Alex Cora to not only say, hey, it worked in Houston, well, let's take this to the Red Sox and implement some of this stuff there. And then you had a third guy that went to the Mets and was fired yesterday. So all three of those guys have been fired, the managers and the general manager. And hopefully that that will bring them some humility. And sometimes we all have to be humbled eventually, right? We all do, and it happens to everybody. And so I was just thinking about, that word arrogance. I've had people tell me that I'm arrogant before, and it pissed me off every single time, right? Like, I'm not arrogant. I don't walk around thinking about how I'm better than other people. I walk about thinking, yeah, I'm different, right? And I think I'm well aware of who I am and what my gifts are. And therefore, like, when I turn it on, chances of success are good. That doesn't mean I'm looking at you and saying I'm better than you. Like, I'm very confident in my abilities, right? And that means that when I compare myself to somebody else, you're going to have to be pretty special to do this, right? Especially now that I have purpose, right? And the purpose isn't, hey, how do I make myself rich? How do I make myself look better? Like, I just want to get this done, right? Like, I want to get up, running, going, and just live my best life, right? And the difference, again, internal confidence, external, all of you arrogance. And yeah, there's definitely a connection between pushing the line, if you will, and Houston, right? Let's just call it out like it is, right? So back in the steroid era, the biggest offender, Houston Astros, right? Here we are with the cheater, this electronic cheating. Houston's right in the middle of it. One of the biggest corporate scams we ever had, Houston with Enron. Like, and those are just three examples I can bring to you. I'm sure there are more. I never really thought about it as geographically, but maybe it's just that greed, right? Maybe it's the greed and the arrogance of when other people say, "Oh man, that's working for them. Let's get on some of that." You know, I don't know. I don't know what it is, right? But I just don't like it, and I'd like it to stop. But it will never stop, right? Because it's an addiction. So when you add arrogance and addiction, it's bad, right? And so again, you're like, what are they addicted to? They're addicted to winning. They're addicted to people telling them how great they are. They're addicted to all of those things. They're addicted to competition. And they come up to the line like, okay, and it's just like any other addiction, right? Walk up to that line like, all right, I'm gonna stick my toe over, nothing happened. I'm gonna stick my foot over, nothing happened. Next thing you know, they're well into cheating, right? And then when it all comes crashing down, it was, oh man, no, that was such a great person. What happened? Human beings, right? This is what we do, right? If there are no consequences for our behaviors, it's human nature to continue doing them, including cheating, lying, misrepresenting, all that stuff. But I think if we're learning anything here, the truth will come out, right? So with that, we're done for the day. Hands up, peace out. We're better together. Appreciate you stopping by on a football Friday. Come on back tomorrow. We got a basketball game for Sam tonight. Got a basketball game for Sissy in the morning, and then a basketball tournament for Bro. Lots of stuff. And then Sunday's a big football day. All right, it's going to be a great weekend. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. Deuces. We'll see you later.